Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so as we know, there's such thing as good attention, and then there's bad attention. Just because you're the center of the spotlight, just because everybody's talking about you, doesn't necessarily mean it's always a good thing. And I guess in this case, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing for your party or your own personal political image. And one person who seems to be learning this lesson quite fast is none other than Democrat Representative Jasmine Crockett, who's getting absolutely torched online, as the exact black voters that she's inauthentically attempting to pander to are completely turning on her and torching her as being unprofessional and a total fraud. We've got some interesting things to talk about relating to Jasmine Crockett. As I said, it seems not all attention is good attention. She brought the spotlight on her, and while the light might be a little bit too bright, let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so it seems as though Jasmine Crockett's rebranding strategy here isn't exactly going so well. People on TikTok aren't exactly thrilled about it.
A lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands, applauding this, like championing this right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. What is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. You gotta do better, man. Like, this was something that kids would do. Like, her children. You feel me? Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff and you guys are supposed to be elected? She's supposed to be an elected official. Like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go girl, not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy?
And that's exactly it. She's a sitting congresswoman, for Pete's sake. Act with some damn dignity. Clearly, dancing to rap music, acting like you're in a club and doing the ratchet tongue isn't suitable behavior for a congresswoman who expects the world to take her seriously, especially as a rising star in the Democrat Party. And you know, some people might say, well, that's because you're racist, or it's an unfair cultural standard, but it's not. It's a very basic concept, actually. Act with some damn class. If you're filling such an important role as a congresswoman, you ought to show some reverence and respect for the position that you hold. And of course, some respect for the intelligence for the people who go to cast their ballots. And this kind of thing, it just ain't it. But beyond it being ridiculous and excessive, and in my view, in bad taste and classless, I think what it really is, and most importantly, what we ought to identify it as, it's empty pandering, it's calculated, it's a branding strategy, or more importantly, it's a grift. Clearly, the whole purpose of this is to target particular voters or a certain subculture of the nation. She's trying to brand herself as being hood. Oh, she's the hood representative. But while she wants you to think that she's from the hood or has some sort of connection there, as if she's from the streets, the exact opposite is true. In fact, the reality with Jasmine Crockett is she grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth, attending an exclusive private school where the tuition was nearly $35,000 a year. Jasmine Crockett went to the Mary Institute in St. Louis Country Day School in St. Louis, Missouri, and look at the tuitions. Lower school is $25,000 a year, middle school is $30,000, middle and upper school is $35,000. She then later attended Rhodes College, which is a private school with a tuition of nearly $55,000 a year. She is literally the product of elite private school education. Clearly born into a well-off family, going to posh private schools and a posh university, and now with this new persona that she's built, well obviously, she's pretending to be something that she's not. All to pander to young black voters because Democrats are desperate to keep them on board. We've seen this play before, right, haven't we? These politicians putting on an act, switching up their voice, their mannerisms.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
How a two-bit union buster thinks of himself as more of a patriot than the woman who fights every single day.
You better thank a union member for vacation time.
It's the same damn thing, although it seems Jasmine Crockett is taking it to a whole new level. She's literally acting like a caricature, putting on this show, and here's the proof. I pulled up this clip from early in Jasmine Crockett's career, or her political career rather, back before she realized that acting like a TikTok influencer could get her all the attention that she so desperately clearly desires.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin Now it looks like a little bit over a year ago that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need.
And look at that. Calm, composed, articulate. No over-the-top antics, no exaggerated expressions, just a normal person acting like a normal, educated adult. And now compare that to this.
Somebody slap me and wake me the up, because I'm ready to get on with it.
Hearing all kinds of nonsense and let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that. We wouldn't.
Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
Calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Miss
games,
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
and you
yelling.
don't
F off.
It's so fake, it's almost painful. But obviously, that's what Democrats do. They don't actually solve problems. They don't actually improve the lives of their voters. No, all they rely on is marketing. And the way they market themselves to black voters seems to be dumbing yourself down. Act like a fool, put on a show. That's the strategy. And really, it's insulting if you think about it. They're literally assuming that black voters need their politicians to act like reality TV show clowns to get their attention. And of course, if you call it out, well, what are Democrats going to say? Oh, well, you're just a racist. You're just attacking me because I'm a black woman. Give me a break. You know, in my view, the real racism is the soft bigotry of low expectations. This idea that you would have to speak broken English or act low class and extra in an effort to pander to black voters. That is insulting. That is racist. That is appealing to the lowest common denominator. And I think it really says something about the Democrat Party at large. It sends the message that Democrats don't want real, intelligent, competent black leaders. They hate people like Clarence Thomas, like Ben Carson. They mock Tim Scott, smear Byron Donalds. And let's not forget what Joe Biden said about Barack Obama.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man.
I'd say that's a pretty racist view, wouldn't you? Democrats just want to put people in these stereotypical boxes and then just pander to those stereotypes. And I believe, truthfully, that that's exactly what Jasmine Crockett is doing, thinking she's going to turn into this unstoppable cultural phenomenon within the black community. But already it seems like there's holes in that strategy and people are calling it out, people aren't buying it, and they're probably not buying it because who would want to be represented like that? I don't think that's the quality of product that people want representing them in Congress. It feels condescending, insulting, and again, unprofessional, not suitable for the position. So anyways, what else to say other than Jasmine Crockett is learning the lesson the hard way, getting exposed as her strategy backfires, and who would have thought that empty pandering would end in this manner? Well, it always does. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.